So I am Angelica Dagatan, and let's talk about what is NCOV and how we can prevent to it. So what is NCOV, by the way? NCOV is also known as coronavirus. Coronavirus is a virus identified as the cause of an outbreak of respiratory illness, first first detected in Wuhan, China. Early on, many of the patients in the outbreak in Wuhan, China reportedly had some link to a large seafood and animal market, suggesting animal-to-person spread. However, a growing number of patients reportedly have not had exposed to animal markets, indicating person-to-person spread is occurring. At this time, its virus is spreading between people. Most often, spread from person to person happens among close contacts about 6 feet. Person to person is true to occur mainly via respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes, similar to how influenza and other respiratory pathogens spread. These droplets can land in the mouth or noses of people who are nearby or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. It's currently unclear if a person can get 2019 nCoV by touching a surface or object that has the virus on it and then touching their own mouth, nose, or possibly their eyes. So, typically, with the most respiratory viruses, people are thought to be the most contagious when they are most symptomatic. It's important to note that how easily a virus spread person to person can vary. Some viruses are highly contagious, while other viruses are less so. There is much more to learn about the transmissibility, severity, and other features associated with 2019 nCoV. For confirmed 2019 nCoV infection reported, illness have target from people with little to no symptoms to people being severely ill and dying. Symptoms can include fever, cough, shortness of breath. CDC believes that this time that symptoms of 2019 nCoV may appear in as few as 2 days or as long as 14 after exposure. This is based on what has been previously as the incubation period of the MERS viruses. And now let's talk about the prevention on how we can prevent the nCoV virus.
Preview. Preview. Preview.
There is currently no vaccine to prevent 2019 nCoV infection. The best way to prevent infection is to avoid being exposed to this virus. However, as a reminder, CDCs always recommend everyday preventive actions to help prevent to the spread of respiratory viruses, including avoid close contact with the people who are sick, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth without unwashed hands. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue. Then throw the tissue in the trash. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces using a household cleaning spray or wipe. Follows CDC's recommendation for using face mask. CDC does not recommend that people who are well wear face masks to protect themselves from respiratory viruses including 2019 and cough. Face masks should be used by people who show symptoms of 2019 novel coronavirus in order to protect others from the risk of getting infected. The use of face masks is also crucial for health markets and people who are taking care of someone in close settings. Second, wash your hands, often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially after going to the bathroom, before eating, and after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Always wash your hand with soap and water if hands are visibly dirty.
Coronavirus is a genus of Coronaviridae family. These are positive sense, single-stranded RNA viruses, surrounded by envelope with protein spikes. This gives the virus an appearance of a crown. Crown in Latin means corona, and thus called as coronavirus. It is a kind of zoonotic virus, transmits from mammals to humans. The first human coronavirus was isolated in 1960, from persons suffering from common cold. Initially 2 species were identified: human coronavirus 229E, and human coronavirus OC43. After many years, in 2003, severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus was isolated in China. Later in 2012, Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus was isolated in the Middle East countries. Cases of this virus were initially reported in all Middle East countries, and later spread over to other countries by 2015. Recently in December 2019, a new coronavirus, which has not been identified previously, was found in people suffering from respiratory infection, in the city of Wuhan, China. An interim name is given to this virus, as 2019 novel coronavirus, by the World Health Organization. Coronaviruses are a large group of viruses that are common in many different animal species like camels, cattle, cats and bats. In the beginning, the infections caused by this virus were confined to animals belonging to specific species. Later, the virus has found its way to human beings. For example, the MERS-CoV has been transmitted from camels, and the SARS-CoV has been transmitted from civet cats. Scientists are suspecting that the 2019 nCoV has been transmitted from bats to humans. The transmission of the virus is currently unknown. However, based on what is known about similar coronaviruses, it is believed that the virus spreads from person to person by close contacts. Usually, the virus transmits from respiratory droplets produced when an infected person sneezes, just like other respiratory pathogens spread. Rarely, a person can also get the virus by touching the surface that has the virus on it, and then touching their own nose and mouth. Symptoms include fever, cough, shortness of breath, and breathing difficulties. In most severe cases, infection can cause pneumonia, kidney failure, and subsequently, death. The incubation period may range from 2 days to 14 days. However, the virus is contagious, even before the symptoms appear. Currently, there is no medicine or vaccine to prevent 2019 novel coronavirus infection. The only way to prevent infection is to avoid getting exposed to this virus. The following hygienic practices are recommended to prevent infection. Wash your hands with soap water before eating, after using washrooms, and after blowing nose. Avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hand. Stay away from people who are sick. Using masks in public places. Cover your sneeze, and cough. Better not to travel to the countries where the infection is widely spread. Thoroughly cooking of meat and eggs.